Hey everybody, Abby here. So I came out to my friend the ElvisTrooper's house this weekend to visit him and his beautiful wife Justine. Zen and I did for a weekend away. And I couldn't leave without seeing his collection or talking about his collection, which is some of the most awesome movie Star Wars memorabilia that there is. And Kenny, you're known for a particular Star Wars character, and do you want to share a little bit about what you're known for and how that got started?
I think you're talking about the character I did called the ElvisTrooper.
I am. So how did this come about?
Whew, long story. But let's say 10, 12, 13 years ago, I don't remember now. I did the ElvisTrooper for 10 years and kind of retired it a little bit. And that was about 12 years ago. That came about from wanting a Stormtrooper suit, being a Star Wars fan. I think that was right before Episode 2 came out. Same time I was growing some sideburns in. One of my friends says, "You look like Elvis," or "What are you trying to be, Elvis, with your sideburns?" And some magical day they both collided and a picture went on the internet, if you've heard of this place.
Yes, I've heard of this place.
Yeah, and then it snowballed from there. And one of the Star Wars celebrations, I was all like, all these Stormtroopers look alike. I'll be this Stormtrooper with Elvis glasses on. And Star Wars Celebration 2 is where it started, and it just took off from there.
Now, there are even couples that have you marry them as the ElvisTrooper, right?
Yes, that is true.
That is kind of crazy. And now, you had a statue made by a certain company?
I did.
What was this?
I had the pleasure of working with a company called Gentle Giant Studios, if you've heard of them. And that was Star Wars Celebration 4, I think it was, in LA. I had the pleasure of them, they did a life scan of me, and they put it out into a bust, and I have one right here. It was a real honor working with Gentle Giant, and we did a whole raffle of one of the other types of busts. They did 2 different styles, and they raffled off another style that had the pauldron, which was the original kind of ElvisTrooper incarnation. And that was, the whole thing went to American Cancer Society. All the proceeds of that went to that, and it was just a lot of fun doing the MC work for the booth and working with them.
That's awesome. Now, you collect mostly Star Wars stuff. You have a lot of original toys in your collection. Some of them, in fact, are still in their boxes. What else do you happen to collect?
Oh man, I find myself to be a collector in the true sense of the word, because I will get hooked on something and then I'm like, oh, I want a bunch of stuff for some reason.
But you also like Indiana Jones?
I love Indiana Jones. You know, I love Star Trek. But Star Wars was kind of always the home of where my childhood was, I guess, and that's the way everybody kind of collects. But other than that, I have a small Elvis collection. I have my newest thing right now is I'm into tiki mugs.
Yeah, yeah, they were watching me last night.
I like wind up, I like wind up robots. Any type of lunch boxes. But my biggest collection actually is Star Wars patches, and I have one of the biggest. I have the biggest collection in the world.
That's pretty awesome.
Star Wars patches.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And we'll see you later. Thank you, Kenny.
Thank you very much.